What up? It's your girl Quiana, LaChé, and we are back with another video. And in today's video, we're talking all about 3 shifts for more flow and pleasure in life. Now, here's what I want you to do. Stick around until the end because I'm going to give you just a little bit of homework. Okay, we don't grow if we don't actually do, the things. So I'm gonna give you a brain training technique to go ahead and do, and it's going to be really powerful. I think that you're really gonna enjoy doing it. So just stick with me. Okay, so I've been selling, coaching, marketing, whatever in the online space for years. I would say like 8, like I'm aging myself, but about like 8 years or so. And one of the things that I've pretty much discovered is that we tend to overcomplicate things. We make things harder than they need to be. We make showing up harder than it needs to be, just like all the things. So to help you create more flow and more pleasure in your business and it not feeling like such an uphill battle, or that you're constantly having to like pull yourself forward, okay, I'm going to give you a couple of things to just go ahead and consider, some changes that maybe you want to go ahead and make. They're going to be really helpful. So the first one is to show up authentically. And I know, don't do that. Okay? But I'm so serious. Show up authentically. And what I mean is, as you're building your brand, I understand that you want to show up in a certain way, right? And I understand that maybe you start building a certain reputation for yourself. However, and what I have seen is that when people are making shifts, they're going through certain things in life or whatever, it's like they begin to feel afraid of communicating that to their audience, forgetting that your audience is here for you, depending upon how you build your audience, and we can get into that on another day, right? However, your audience is like, they're there for you. They are there for you. And so I'll give you an example. There was a woman, I'm gonna leave her name out of this. However, she was a really big name, big author. She had a husband who worked at Disney or something. I don't know. However, they were known for having a really great marriage, really great dynamic, right? And I don't know if they were selling courses, workshops, books, whatever, but they were portraying themselves as this perfect power couple. And then, boom, one day, we're getting a divorce. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that before we get to the point of divorce, the relationship has to be pretty bad, okay? We don't just wake up one day in a happy, glowing marriage and just be like, I just feel like getting divorced today. And her audience was not happy. I mean, they drug her through the mud because she put on this facade that her marriage was just going great. It was going well. We're the perfect couple. And then, at some point, you can't hide it anymore if you're getting a divorce, because the husband, he's not going to be like, I'm going to be up here lying on Beyonce's internet about us being together. However, I really do believe that had she been radically honest with her audience, that this could have been an opportunity of growth for her and for the people that she serves. And to say, hey, we made it this far. This is what we've accomplished together. However, these were the issues, if she wants to take it that far, these were the issues that we were dealing with, and here's how I'm navigating this. This could have opened her up to a whole new audience of, instead of just maybe the people who were looking for, the ideal marriage and wanting to have that now she could start speaking to the people who maybe are in the midst of divorce and navigating that and utilizing her self-help tools to help women with that, right? And so what tends to happen is that you're judging yourself. And because you're judging yourself, you assume that your audience is going to be judging you too. Will people judge you? Yes. Someone right now is judging me. I welcome it. I welcome it. Judge me. Judge me. Right? But be okay with that. Be okay with the other people judging you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? People are judging me all day, every day. I still live a great life. I still have all the things that I want. Right? But I'm not going to judge myself for the things that I go through. I'm not going to judge myself for the circumstances that I find myself in. And all that I can do is all that I can do. All that I can do is to show up for myself. And I can share that with my audience, because someone in my audience will be like, oh my God, I'm going through something similar. I'm going through something. Thank you so much for talking about, like, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, moving on. Number 2 is unwavering faith and connection to the desire when the things aren't showing up. Emphasis on when the things are not showing up, because this is when y'all quit. Ooh, this is when y'all quit. When it's all good and flowing and all that, it's like, oh yeah, we flowing through, we doing the damn thing. But when we come up on the hurdle, when we get up on the hurdle, oh honey, then you want to quit. That is the moment where you are literally being tested to show your faith, right? It's the moment where you really get to connect deeply to that desire that you have. So I'll tell you a story about like something that I did, and again, how this just even relates to business. So I had like a little micromind challenge thing that I was running. It was a small thing, $55. I had been promoting it for like a week, email, social, all the things. Child, nobody signed up. People were clicking on the page. They weren't signing up. I'm like, what's going on here? And I really wanted to run this. I was really excited about this. This wasn't about making a fuck ton of money. This was a creative outlet, something for me to give back, just like all the things. And so when I got to the end of the launch, I sat with myself. I said, okay, this is the moment. This is the moment. Are we just going to be like, well, nobody signed up, I guess we're not doing it? Or are we going to trust? I trust that God is going to lead me to where I need to go. I trust that God is going to bring me the people that are meant to be in my world, that are meant to be in my container, whatever the case may be. I trust that God is going to deliver the creative ideas or whatever for me to be able to do. And that is also where I was tested, because what I ended up doing was personal outreach. There were people that I had in mind that I was like, they would be great for this. I know it would really help them. Like, I already know what they're kind of struggling with. I know what they're going through. This is going to be, I'm going to reach out. Now, I was not someone that was really confident in personal outreach. It made me want to vomit, because I have seen people getting dragged on social media for, reaching out to people. People are always talking shit. Like, it's just like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be up here fighting people on Beyonce's internet. Again, this was the test. The desire to do the thing was so much greater and so much stronger than that little fear that was chatting in the back of my head of like, but what if people get mad at you for reaching out? What if people are upset with you? What if they screenshot you and talk about you on the internet? And that's when I have to be like, and then that's what they do. And then that's what they do. Because what in my reality changes? Seriously, and I want you to start asking yourself that. If that is a fear of yours, you put your phone down and I want you to look around. If these people, they judge you, they screenshot you, they talk shit, they make subliminal posts about you, what in your immediate reality changes? The correct answer is nothing. The correct answer is nothing. Nothing changes. If these people do that, my husband will still be here. If these people do that, I'm still going to have my apartment by the beach. If these people do that, nothing changes. And so I reminded myself of that, and I connected to that desire to go ahead and do the thing. And through the personal outreach, the 5 people that I reached out to ended up signing up. So in a matter of like 24 hours, I had a whole week of launching, nobody signing up. I did the scary thing, I connected to my desire, and I had people signing up. So I guess we can also add to that, get the hell about your comfort zone. And I know you've heard that before. So the third thing is going to be, get out of your head and into your intuition. Your body holds wisdom. Your brain holds wisdom. You, as an entity, you hold wisdom. Tap into that. Sometimes we think that we can just like think our way. But let me ask you a question. How many times did you use all the logic to make a decision, and then it was still the wrong decision? And then it was still the wrong decision. Whether it was in your business, whether it's in relationships, whether it was with health, it doesn't matter. You used all the, you were like, okay, so I'm gonna do this, okay, and okay, so I'm gonna do this thing, and then it was still the wrong decision. You were just like, what the fuck? Because you neglected to tap into your intuition. And that's okay, because you don't know what you don't know. So you need to start to learn what your process is, your energetic process, whatever, for knowing when it is the correct thing, the right thing for you to do, right? Because it might not always feel good. The correct thing for some of you might not always be the thing that feels good in your body. Ooh, right? So for me, I know that my process is, I will have the inspired idea. It'll drop in. And then I get really fucking excited. Like, I'm just like, I'm talking about to the point where I cannot sit down. I'm pacing through the house. I'm pacing back and forth in my bed. I'm like, oh my God, okay, but I'm so excited to the point where it becomes just a little difficult for me to like move forward with doing the thing. So I do have to like check myself a little bit, like bring myself down, like, okay, let's ground ourselves, but also let's harness this energy. And so I remember one time I did this. I remember I just had this idea one day. I was like, and I know, right, that for me, when I have that moment, we're hitting on gold. We're hitting on gold. We are hitting on some gold. So I had the idea. I felt it course through my body. I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck, let's do this. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So in less than a day, I went from inspired idea, concept, to creating the sales page, recording the sales video, editing the sales video, right? And then creating the actual like program. It was a mini program. It wasn't like a big like $2,000 program. It was a micro program, right? And then putting it out there, and by the end of the day, I already had made 8 sales. I just followed my intuition. I didn't sit here and plan out my entire business plan and my product suite and and this and that. It was like, no, I woke up, I got up, I had my coffee, I drank a little bit, and then I was just sitting there, and it was like boom. And it was like the boom came, and it was like move. And so that's what I did, right? And so what I have for you, right, is there's a hypnosis inside of my app called Brain Magic Mastery. And it is called Intuitive Development, right? It's going to help you develop your intuition. Go ahead and download the app, or you can go to the description under this video, and I'll link to either to both Apple and Google, because the app is in the Play Store. But go in there and go to the hypnosis section and do that hypnosis. This is the moment right now in this video where you have heard me talk and you've heard me share the stories. Are you going to go watch another video on the same topic, on the same thing, or are you going to go do the work? Are you going to do the thing? So if you know that you really do need to be tapping more into your intuition and the things like that, so that you can move more powerfully in your business, whatever the case may be. Are you going to just watch another video after this, or are you going to go download that app and actually do that hypnosis? It's very short. It's not a 30-minute thing. It's short. It's to the point. It's punchy, but it does the job. It does the job. I am a master practitioner of clinical hypnotherapy, as well as some other modalities. But I'm telling you right now, this is the moment. This is the moment we're talking about it. It's more comfortable for you to just keep watching videos. It might be a little uncomfortable for you to actually go do the hypnosis. So then what does that mean? Go do the hypnosis. And if you are interested in actually being certified in modalities like hypnosis, NLP, just other modalities that help you to become a much better coach, consultant, strategist, healer, spiritual entrepreneur, whatever you want to call yourself, if you are committed to serving your clients so much better and at a deeper level and helping them actually get results faster, then go ahead and check out the School of Brain Magic Mastery. I'll leave the details to that below as well. And until next time, boo, go create some more flow and some more pleasure in your business.